no sunshine when she's gone.
A lot of people don't know that you're brothers. That's so strange. I don't know if you get it all the time.
You look alike.
Yeah, the crazy thing is people think we're the same person. That's the
First music question. When was the first memory of music in your life?
You wanna start?
My dad's records.
Your dad's records?
Yeah, my dad, he's a singer as well, but he used to have records as well. He used to have records.
Like the old...
Yeah.
Okay, that's
he used to
cool.
have
Vinyl,
records.
yeah.
The vinyls, yeah. So we used to play them, and he had a stereo. Remember, we used to take the stereo and play with it.
Yeah.
And so when he was away, we'd play with it, and then we'd put it back the same way so that we won't get caught. But that for me was my dad performing and the records that we used to have.
And you?
Yeah, there was always music playing in the house. My dad would either record, he'd bring his friends, there would be music always playing in the house. But I think for me, the next memory is when we got the dish and we had MTV and we could watch all these videos, the music videos and Headbangers Ball and MTV Raps and Alternative Nation. There were so many...
Unplugged,
of course.
Unplugged was amazing.
That's for me, that's when I got the love of music. I think so.
And when was the first time your parents heard your voices?
We're always singing in the house. I mean, for me, I was singing in the bathroom. There was this great echo in the bathroom. But
I remember we used to do homework, and you'd be singing in the bathroom. And you'd be like, "Come on, man, can you not stop that?" But I don't think my parents have heard us sing. To be honest, I think maybe my dad has.
No, they haven't heard us sing on stage.
Yeah, on stage, live.
Till now?
Yeah.
I think my mom saw me once, and I think they've seen videos, but they haven't seen us like live.
How does that make you feel?
No, it's fine. I mean, I know they're not really those type of people where they want to go out and they're not extroverts. I think. Am I wrong?
I'm pretty sure you're right.
The thing is, I don't find it so foreign because, like, my parents, I actually don't think they've ever watched me play a football match. And I used to play football.
Yeah, there you go.
But and I never felt left out
not
because
at
it
all.
never started to leave. It's just always been like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You know they're supporting you. Sorry to interrupt you. You know they're supporting you and there's love there for what you're doing, but it's not something they would want to come to or like as far as a show.
But would you want them to come?
I mean, that would be amazing, of course.
I'm not sure if I would want that, to be honest. I think I'll be super nervous. Mom's here tonight, and that song is for you, Mom. Let's go. So no, I think. Mama. I think no, I'm fine with it because I know they support us still, but
Exactly.
it don't necessarily have to be there to support us.
Simmer down, babe, settle down, babe. Don't stay mad, please stay low with me. Please stay low with me. It's a crime, keep your smile for me. Put your bags down, don't roll your eyes now. I can see you've been crying. Stop all this fighting. Let's make love, not war. Just take a deep breath. Some of the things that you say we can never take back. So
simmer down, babe. Settle down, babe. Don't stay mad.
Don't stay mad.
Please stay in love with me. Please stay in love with me.
simmer down, babe.
Settle down,
Settle
babe.
down.
Don't stay mad. Please stay in love with me.
Stay in love with me.
Please stay in love with me.
Stay in love. If I could take your pain away, I would. Lord knows I try. Oh, I try. Can't keep coming home to all this fighting, all this drama. When the world outside this window keeps knocking me down. Simmer down, babe.
Settle down.
Settle down.
Don't stay mad.
Don't you stay
Please
mad.
stay in love with me.
Stay in love with me.
Please stay in love
Stay in love with me. Simmer down, babe.
Settle down, babe.
Settle
Don't say
down.
that. Please stay in love with me.
Sit on down, sit on down, and keep on loving me. Oh, tell about yeah, ewe wangu
nakupenda.
nakupenda.
Ewe wangu.
You are mine, always be yours. You are mine, and I hope you'll always be yours. I'm so in love. Oh my Lord, oh my Lord. One last time.
Ewe wangu nakupenda. Ewe wangu
That was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
That was fun.
You have roots as Emiratis, East African, and Omani.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, Zanzibar,
How does
Oman.
that influence, or has it even influenced your home and your music?
Go ahead,
I
bro.
think there's a lot of influence, to be honest. There's a lot of influence. And I think it was also, growing up, I think we had an identity crisis. We weren't quite sure who we were. I think when we got older, and it's something that I don't want my kids to go through, not know who they are. So I decided, instead of trying to define myself, figure out who I am, so that I know I love all of these three places that made me who I am. I embrace that. So we are all three. We are Emirati, we are Omani, we are Zanzibaris as well. There's nothing that will take that away from me. It's just identity. It's just finding out who we are, and that's what we are. We're mutts, let's put it that way.
Yeah, we're proud of all the roots, man, for sure. Absolutely.
But is it difficult? Like, because, I remember being in school, and even if you're from the other neighborhood or you're from another tribe, or you can get bullied, people can look down on you, and that, as a child, it can make you insecure if you're not purely from somewhere, right? And the funny thing is, when I did the DNA test like a few years ago, it's so mixed, and I'm like, nobody probably in the world can claim purity.
Exactly,
That
yes,
we're
yes.
all a blend of so many.
Of course.
So I had Nigerian in my blood. I'm like, that's why I like Afrobeats. So, but it was like so mixed
That's
and
why I have a
beautiful.
groove.
Exactly, And it was so beautiful to see the report. It was like Turkish, it was this and that. I'm like, man, my ancestors just traveled everywhere. But coming back to you, I mean, is it difficult, like growing up and, like you said, identity crisis?
Yeah, I don't think it was difficult. I think you were trying, as we were growing up, we were trying to figure out who you are as an individual, and obviously where you come from and where your roots are is a part of that. And obviously, you there's back and forth. People tell you otherwise, and I think when you get older, you realize that all the cultures that you're a part of, that your DNA is shared by, is beautiful. The Zanzibari, the Omani, and of course the UAE. I mean, we embrace all of it, and anything else we have. And I mean, we have some Indian roots in us as well.
That's right, yeah.
Some Portuguese
grandma's
roots,
side,
from
yeah.
grandma's side. So we embrace all of it, man. We love all of it. As you said, we're from everywhere.
And you, tell me.
And if you look at the world the way it is, it's only globalization. I think the world is becoming one. I don't think us not being a part of it makes sense. us being a part of the globalization by being from different places makes sense. This is how the world works. So I embrace that now. It is what it is.
And you know, Arqam, if we go up in the sky or to space and you look at Earth, there are no borders.
That's the truth.
So we're already one, but we drew these lines to segregate nations, to have certain identities according to the region. But in biological or scientific approach, we are actually one planet.
That is the truth.
We just drew these lines that actually don't exist.
Fictional
You don't go and
Preach.
see the line, you're like,
The fictional lines. That's true.
Yeah.
I have to do with
Facts.
it. I'm with you on that.
Life's so heavy now. Everything heavy, boy. And so brand new.
And as brothers, do you get along?
I hate this guy. I don't know why am I here for this long? I should. No. We are very close. I think we used to be closer, to be honest. I think as we got older, we're not as close as we used to be, and that's also part of life as well. As
Yeah, I love
doing
the
different
honesty.
things. No, it's true. It's very true.
It is true. It is true. But I don't think our love for each other has faltered. I mean, throughout the years, I think our love for each other as siblings and obviously our sister as well is as strong as it ever been.
And are you competitive?
When I'm playing basketball,
He used to sing a lot on the basketball court. That's how people knew he had a voice, by the way.
when I'm on the court, I like to trash talk. So
You sing it as well.
yeah, I just sing. That was a three.
You can't trash talk. Can you sing and trash talk?
Oh, I love to do that. I love to
You
do
should have
that.
seen him back in the day. He's killing it.
That was a steam.
Okay, and you both left, I would say, I don't know if it's accurate, you left corporate for music. Why?
Because for me, personally, I knew that music is what I wanted to do full time. I did the 9 to 5 where I was working in a bank, I was working in a big mega store, I was working in obviously one of the biggest airlines, but I never felt fulfilled as what I wanted to do as a career and what kind of fulfilled me as a human being. And once I got into music and I released the first album in 2006, so whenever how long it was, that's when I was like, okay, this is what I want to do.
Can you imagine that's like 20 years?
That's how I'm like calculating now, going,
Wow.
oh my God, man, we're getting old.
So you knew when you did corporate, you knew that this is not my calling.
No, not at all, not at all.
But did you know before the corporate or during corporate?
So I mean, the reason why I was doing the corporate is obviously your family was telling us you'll do music as a hobby, find a 9 to 5, find a proper job that pays you well, that's stable every month, you're getting a salary. So I did that for a few jobs and for a few years, but then I was like, no, it's not. Let me do it. If I get broke, it's cool. But yeah.
To be fair, you're always an artist. He's always an artist. He's always singing.
Drawing or
He's always an artist. So for him, it was something that I think was a calling.
And for you?
For me, no. I didn't even think I was gonna ever do music. First of all, I'm supremely shy. I don't like to be in public. I like to stay home with my cats. That's all I like to do.
Cats, plural.
So I never thought I'd do anything that would be in public. But I only started doing it because I left my job to do something that's more fulfilling, something that I felt I could leave behind. If I was gone tomorrow, I have something I can leave behind. So I started doing sustainability. I had a company called Greco. And when I used to drive to meetings, I'd sing in the car, only because to motivate myself. So I used to sing in the car.
To pep yourself up. That's sick.
So I used to sing in the car. And then one time I recorded it and I posted it. And when I did that, I was shaking. My hand is shaking. Because it was a part of me that was only to myself. So it was something that I shared and people liked it. And then I started doing open mics. And I think you came too.
Yeah, I did a couple, yeah.
Yeah, the open mics, and I just enjoyed doing it. Enjoyed sharing music that I believe in. And that's the idea of making music.
By the way, I'll put it on here. When he was doing open mics, I was being super tough on him. By the way, I remember one time when he sang, and I thought he was doing a horrible job, so I left, and I shouldn't have done that.
You just walked.
So I want
I
to
sang
clear
one
it
note.
now.
I sang one note. He's like, you know what? You just walked straight.
I'd like to apologize to you here, millions of people. Sorry, man. I apologize.
You said it already. It's fine.
I was
no issues.
I was a pretty tough critic.
No, I have no issues with that. That's how you learn. That's how you get better.
What's? I was just thinking while you're talking how, because you're talking about being an introvert and all of that and shy, which is beautiful, but singing is probably one of the most vulnerable behaviors a human can do.
Stand-up comedy is, I think,
Stand-up
in my opinion.
because you're so. But
Yeah, there's nothing.
singing, I just thought of it now. I never thought of this before. But singing, you're making strange noises. Like stand-up, you're talking.
You're talking. Yeah,
You're
yeah.
in your tonality,
Yes,
even now when I'm talking to you.
Yeah,
Singing, you have to go really high, really raw, high pitch, and you need to express with weird sounds technically, but you need to make it look or sound beautiful.
Yes.
So it's so
Natural.
so vulnerable. Like if you don't do it right or you crack, and people look at you, I feel like it can make you really insecure if you don't do it right.
I do sometimes. I do, especially when I started. I used to be quite nervous when I get on stage. I think sometimes I still do, and I think you know this. I think we did an event together, and I was super nervous. I still get super nervous, but once you're on stage, it's so much easier because you're doing a song that you believe in. You perform something that you believe in, and then I'm in that moment. I'm not thinking about how scared I am. It's just something that I have to do. And so it's just and you know when you said something about being vulnerable, you know what love is? Real love is being vulnerable. It's allowing to be hurt. It's allowing to be damaged. It's allowing to be wrong sometimes. That's the idea of love. That's the idea that I like to share when performing, I suppose.
And I think it's a challenge as well for as far as being an introvert, for you to go out there and conquer that and break that nervousness, because I think all of us have been nervous the first time or the first few times we go on stage. But I think the amazing success is when you conquer that and you're like, okay, this is what I'm meant to do.
That's growth. That's a
Yeah,
part of
growth. Yeah.
You're saying that it's never fully conquered, but you learn to deal with it sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
So the idea, okay, so if you want to build muscles, you have to go into a gym and you push yourself and you do things that are a little bit, that push you, right? That's the idea. Growth is about pushing yourself and doing things that you're uncomfortable with. It's like everything else. You just keep pushing and doing things that you believe in.
And challenge yourself.
Which reminds me, I should probably hit the gym soon.
Hamdan, you, from what I read, you opened for Erica Badu, I think Sade. Is it Sade or Sade?
Sade.
Yeah. I love her music, but I never knew. I'd love to get her even on the show. It would be a personal milestone. Kanye West. How did it feel? And I know one of your songs was featured on CSI, the TV show.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
So how does it make you feel? Does it make you feel, it's nothing, or it's something, or I need more? Like how do you react?
I definitely need more. I'm never satisfied with the milestones that we try to conquer. But it's amazing. I mean, we would never think, us growing up in Dubai. Back in the 80s and 90s, everything that are the people that we look up to, the musicians that we look up to, are gonna come here and we get to open for them. I mean, that's a huge, and get to meet them and get to talk to them and try to scratch their head and see what how they think and how they create. For me, it's a blessing. So opening for these people and being able to.
But you also have to realize you're a pioneer. What you did, I think you were the first locally based local artist that was performing at these stages.
Yeah, but you don't think about these things when you're doing it. When you're in it, doing it, you're just performing and you're trying to be the best as you can as far as music
Very
and songwriter. Later on, now I can kind of now that I'm getting a bit of white hairs, I'm gonna be like, okay, it's cool that people are seeing me as something that started first off. You know what I mean? But it's not something that I.
Do you guys find it challenging that you are living in an Arab country, but you sing in English, so automatically it's a challenge? Because I've talked to a lot of artists, whether on the normal ABtalks, the originals, or the music series, and off camera, and I see how they struggle. They start with English, some of them, and then they switch to Arabic, and then they get much more popular because you are in that demographic.
Right.
I mean, you stuck to English. But do you accept or know that, okay, I'm choosing the long road, and it's tougher and I'm not gonna hit the easy success maybe because the voice is there, the talent is there, but the language is not of the region or the first language. So how do you navigate? Because I've always heard this dilemma, and each artist goes through it. Like they don't know what to do.
Right.
I don't think it's tough. I think it's this is the first language that I learned. I learned English in school, so for me, it's the first thing to do is and all the songs I used to hear back in the day were English, so that was natural for me. It wasn't something that I had to think about.
We listen to Arabic music and Swahili music as well, so it wasn't that.
And
Well, I
Hindi
think we
music
grabbed
as well.
and Hindi as well, Bollywood big time. Every Thursday, Channel 33. So
I caught those days.
oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So it used to be. But I think this is natural. But having said that, I do think that I do want to incorporate some Arabic as well. So I'm learning to sing in Arabic. It's very different to sing in English and
exactly.
Arabic.
Yes,
It's
I
very
don't people realize it's a completely different art form singing in English and singing in Arabic and any other language. They're completely different styles, way of singing as well. Sorry, bro.
Recently, I just started including some Swahili as well into my music.
Oh, nice.
So I'm trying to incorporate everything, but I want it to happen naturally, not because it'll give me more traction, because it's the right thing to do. That's the idea. So I'm trying to get
It's beautiful what you said also, Arqam, that you came to this acceptance of the beauty and the richness of your DNA, and now you start to reflect it into your songs. That's like a full circle.
Full circle, exactly.
You know, like if I hear you singing in Swahili, Zanzibar, they speak Swahili.
Swahili,
So Swahili on Indian or Arabic or English, that is you. Like if I see it in your album, I'll be like, man, this guy is so multicultural, you know?
Yeah, but this is who we are, and we have to be proud of who we are. Let's not be, and I think you said something earlier. There is no thing as a pedigree or purity. Why do you think that we have to be pure? No, let's embrace what we are. But there's some next thing is said that purity, but pedigree is the same idea.
And you, Hamdan, like, does it bother you that do you sit and think, what if I actually got into Arabic? My career would have been maybe ×2 instead of ×1, or?
No, I get asked the question a lot, but as you said, man, I've been sticking to my guns from the beginning. This is what I'm good at. I don't want to disrespect, especially the artists who do sing in Arabic, and pretend like I know how to do it, because it's a whole, as I said, it's a whole different art form. I mean, I always want to incorporate. For me, it's incorporating incorporating instruments, rhythms, into my music. I think that's the main thing. But I want to be more transparent, like Arqam, and kind of be more more intentional in what I'm doing as far as bringing my other cultures in, as far as Arabic and Swahili into my music. I think that's important. But yeah, it's never been something I was forcing myself to do, or I needed to do because everybody else was doing it. I mean, I was always the one that was kind of doing something completely different from everybody else anyway. So
Yeah, like you said, one of the pioneers.
Definitely.
Is there like a specific song that do you guys write, both of you?
yes.
And is there a song that you've written that is very personal to you? Like really, it's an emotional one, it's a sentimental one.
They all are, but for me, Falling, I wrote a song in 2011, around 2000, which is a lifetime ago as well, which talks about what's going on in the world, and it seems like it's completely relevant with what's going on now. So it hasn't really changed, you know, with the questions that I had in that song, and the fact that I was asking my mom for answers as to what was going on in the world.
Okay.
So Falling is definitely one of
Warqam?
those.
I thought you said it's about music, bro. You're making this a little too much.
Yeah, I know exactly.
I think there's a song called Heavy. And this is when I was transitioning, I left my job, and I was trying to figure out if what I did was the right thing. So the song was called Heavy. It's a hopeful song, I think, but it was a song that I wrote when I was pretty down and out, to be honest.
Nice. Yeah, it even made you think now when you're talking about it, Arqam. While you're answering.
Stop this, yeah, stop doing this. Stop doing this, bro.
Yeah, but I could see.
When are we singing? Can we just start singing now?
You went in your head when you're talking about it.
No, I wasn't.
You know I do this for a living.
How
Yeah?
are you really? No.
But you're not singing that today?
No. We're doing
Anas
Summer Down.
forget you.
No, he's got a love song today, which is great.
Yeah, Summer Down. It's a bit Swahili in the end as well. So,
Nice.
Yeah,
What is a piece of advice you would give him and you would give him?
I would have told him you should have started earlier. Because he had the
With
voice.
that, he can't do anything.
I know, yeah, I can't go back.
Giving him advice that he can't do
You should have
anything.
done it earlier.
What can you tell him that he can apply?
Now, okay.
Yeah, like for your brothers.
Don't be too hard on yourself. He's his worst critic, man. Every time he does a performance or he's recording something, he's like, oh man, I don't like this. I'm like, don't concentrate on the bad thing. Concentrate on the fact that that you had a groove. It was a good live performance. He's concentrating on the stuff that he can obviously fix later on for the next performance, but he doesn't get to enjoy performing and recording. But that's what I feel. So I keep on telling him, just enjoy the moment. Don't let it pass.
Arqam to Hamdan.
Don't ever do Anas show again.
I can see even your body started to go away. Your body's there now. You're like, Anas, I'm going to the mic. I'm not talking anymore.
No, I think you have a lot to share. I think keep sharing. I had maybe the honor of seeing you start from scratch and doing what you're doing. So I think you keep sharing. Just keep sharing. Do more and more. All right, and that's the show. Thank you so much, guys.
He really wants it to stop. I have one more.
Oh.
Your sound in one word and your sound in one word. What do you think expresses you? A word that represents your sound.
Don't steal my word.
I'm sure you're
What are you gonna say?
I'm gonna say soul.
I'm gonna say love.
Love.
Fair enough.
And you?
Soul.
So I can let you go now. This is not the white studio.
How are you really?
If it was in the white studio, you don't run away.
Exactly.
You stay in front of me.
Yeah.
What we gonna do, brother? Gonna take them
Gonna take him higher.
We'll take him higher. Hey. One more time. Just you and I, cause and reaction, beautiful attraction in this life. Just you and I, pieces falling right, electric interaction. Ooh, I'll take you higher, higher than you ever been before. Ooh, I'll be your pilot, take you anywhere you wanna go. Ooh, oh, I'll take you higher, higher than you ever been. Ooh, yeah. Listen, y'all. Yeah. I say, hey, meet eye to eye, with the vibes that we've been given. Remember, nothing ever lasts forever. And when the darkness overcomes you, relive this happiness that we've been gifted with. Hey, resting above on the plush of storm clouds, watching as the world goes by. Breathe easy, as your heavy shoulders start to relax. Come on, resting above on the plush of storm clouds, watching as the world goes by. Breathe easy, as your heavy shoulders start to relax. I say, breathe easy, breathe easy. You wanna say something, Marco?
Hey.
Good God. Let's take him higher.
Let's get him higher. Let's get him higher.
Higher.
Let's get him higher. Let's get him higher.
Higher.
Let's get him higher.
Higher.
Let's get him higher.
Higher.
Let's get him higher.
Higher.
Let's get him higher.
Higher.
Let's get him higher.
Higher.
Let's get him higher.
Higher.
Let's get him higher.
Higher.
Let's get him higher.
Yeah. Let's do it, man. Hey, I said, Arqam, we're gonna take y'all higher. Higher than 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 higher. Y'all listen to ABtalks, y'all. Set it low. Hey, alright. ABtalks family. We wanna send love. We wanna take you higher. Wanna send love. Alright. Y'all listen to ABtalks, y'all. Set it low. Hey, alright. ABtalks family. We wanna send love. We wanna take you higher. Wanna send love.